Hey, what's up, everybody? So this journey starts today. We're about 1 mile in to our pursuit of 500. I just want to tell everyone out there, if you're watching this, all my veterans, military friends, hey man, I'm in the fight with you. I send my words of encouragement, inspiration, and motivation, man. I want you to know that you have someone in the fight with you. And I'm taking David in my heart and all these miles to raise money for a good cause, and obviously in honor of my brother who was killed in action in Iraq. He will never be forgotten. When I would take off, you know, I was by myself, but I would always stop at the first mile and I would give like a little word or a little speech, and then I would take off. Yeah, man, and spent all of those miles except for the end, for the last day, really by myself. And so it was always a lot of thinking and soul searching. Hey, what's up? Much. That good stuff, man. Man, that's the motivation right there. Yes, sir. Right now, Frank.
Let's get it, big dog. How many miles in you ready?
Just one.
One.
Starts with one.
We're not alone. Didn't even get to the threshold.
You know, the whole life.
Exactly.
And fuck that. I'm gonna write a new fucking story.
Let's go.
Marine Corps shit. That's yesterday's news, man. Walk around telling everybody, hey, I did 21 years and I went to Iraq, and that's yesterday's news, man. People think, or their mentality is, you know, what have you done for me lately? What are you about now?
What are you doing right now?
Exactly. What? Don't tell me what you fucking were, what you used to be. People want fucking, hey, what are you right now? So I try to hold the standard and be the standard for others to follow and say, hey, that guy's Hispanic, that guy's fucking last name ends with a Z, he fucking right here is San Anto. You know, why can't I look like that? Why can't I have a lifestyle like that? What is he doing? That's why I post, I tell people, hey man, I hope you're taking notes. I'm already showing you the answers to the fucking test.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep showing up every day. Every day. How it's done, setting the example, and being the standard. Every day. Every day. I'm a retired Marine. I could just be chilling right now. I've literally earned that, and people have told me that. Hey Tim, you fucking earned the right, bro, just to sit around and not do anything. Like, just do whatever you want. But I've chosen what I have a passion for, and trying to change, you know, culture, trying to change the Hispanic fitness culture and show them how it's done. And when you say a lot of these words, a lot of these things, you know, now you put pressure on yourself to live up to them. You know, not just sometimes, but all the time. And it makes it hard. But I chose that. And so now when you say words like, you know, resiliency, showing up, keep showing up, hold the line, you know, fitness, health, leadership, you have to show that you do it by your actions every day. And you have to live up to those standards every day. And that's a pressure that I chose, that I put on myself. And a lot of people don't want anything to do with that. And it's hard. as a Marine. So one of these will cost you like $400 or $500. And that's what I used to say and post was I grabbed that can't stop, won't stop. And so I would always put CSWS hashtag, and my Marines would always be like, hey, that's can't stop, won't stop. That's can't stop, won't stop. So like kind of the running thing my last year was, that's what they would call me. That was like my nickname. They're like, can't stop, won't stop. When people saw me in the hall, they're like, oh, can't stop, won't stop, let's go. And I was like, that's right, baby. So it was like a thing that kept going. That was our logo, the Hellhound of my last unit. And so I came up with like 7 exercises that we would perform over 2 days to include like a vertical jump, sprint, tire flips, pull-ups, push-ups, bench press, something like that, deadlift. And then we created a point system, and we were like, you know, hey, depending how many people there are, right? I think like 5 of us or something. If you get first, right, you get the most points. You get last, you get the least at 1 point. And if there's a tie, we'll just keep going. Like if 2 people finish with the same time or weight, we just keep going until the last event. And then we have scores that are tied, and we'll do like a final event or break. So we did it like that. I bought these trophies, but I put this one up, and I was like, look, whoever wins, I'll give you this trophy as the first place, and you get to display it on your desk all year, like it's yours. So we did these events in 2 days. We did some in the morning, like 6 in the morning. We did some at lunch. I don't think we did any after work, but anyways, we were tallying up the points, and it was these Marines right here. And in this photo, this was my crew right there. And I have photos of the trophy presentation, if you will. So anyways, my Marine Cicero, she had to recount like 4 or 5 times. I won by 1 point, and I beat my sergeant, who was a fitness instructor too. That's the guy, me and him with the back spread. I beat him by 1 point, and I won. And there was actually a controversial lift, one of the lifts, like the strict press. I like something in the knees, like a little boost. And they're like, oh man, that shouldn't count. And my Marine put out a survey or something. She's like, I'm gonna put it out there for a survey, see what people think over there, like the fitness people. And they're like, hey, should this rep count? And I guess enough people voted like yes, so it counted. And I literally finished with 1 point more than him. And so anyway, yeah, I took the trophy, and I was like, dang it, that's not how it was supposed to work out.
you bought it and you brought it back home.
Yeah. So I go with some VPN stuff. I'm still trying to get endorsed. So Nick, if you're watching, VPN, I'm here, man. I'm here. Yeah, so he just celebrated a birthday, August 29th to December 28th, 2003. You know, this is kind of what sacrifice looks like. You know, and all these men and women that are buried here, right, all served their country. And particularly for this section here, there's, you know, like a killed in action section. And that's where David lies. Yeah, so he ran. He was a runner. He was very fast, and he was on the cross country team, and
he ran track, but he was pretty skilled, pretty fast, and obviously he didn't stick with it, but that's kind of how the coaches discovered him, was from running. It's kind of like, what could have been, or, but he definitely had a gift to run. Like, there's a lot of people in the military that like to run and log in, hundreds, thousands of miles. So that's why I named the scholarship the Rey David Cuervo Memorial Scholarship. Running 500 miles should garner some attention, or should get, especially in the running community, should get some attention, and hopefully people donate. I mean, anything helps. Or if you want to contribute the amount of miles that you run for the month of September, and match $1 for every mile that you run, something like that. And that's really what I'm doing, is gonna run 500 miles and then donate $500 and hope that others match that same contribution in the amount of $500. So it's about running, it's about sacrifice, but more importantly, it's about honoring David and his legacy. And we're going to do that by giving that money back to young men and women in the form of scholarships. So young men and women that demonstrate, those leadership characteristics, that want to help strengthen their community and the Hispanic community, and that have a love for fitness, not necessarily just running or a particular sport, but they're involved with fitness and health and leading that type of lifestyle, a healthy fitness lifestyle. And so that's what we're going to look for, the future leaders, the next generation, and help them educate themselves and gain more knowledge so that they can empower themselves and thus become stronger, better leaders and help strengthen their communities.
Getting ready.
So the body's basically like, hey, what the heck's going on? Like, why are we doing so much or whatever? So after the first, I would say 3-4 days, right? Obviously the body conditions itself and really conforms and says, oh, I see what's going on. And then, but you really have to maximize that recovery time. But for me today, I spent a lot of time, I was doing schoolwork, and I was like, I got to get to my schoolwork, because it's like, also trying to hang out or have time on the weekends. But now you're calculating.
Oh, are you filming?
This is my commitment. This is what I agreed to do, and I'm gonna show up. I have to. It's, you don't make this much noise or spread this message as much as I have already, and then, hey, I'm feeling kind of like, nah, man, you gotta, like, you're all in, it's, I'm all in.
I always check the news webpage from the Valley just to keep up what's going on with the Rio Grande Valley. And last night I'm scrolling. It says local veteran raising money for scholarships at Port Isabel High School. I was like, I gotta click on this. I was like, who's this? I click on it, not knowing, and sure enough, it's my story, and I was like, holy cow. Hey, what's up, guys? So, day 2 today. Yesterday, day 1, we finished with 17 miles. We're gonna shoot for 17 miles today. And I just want to say thank you. Tremendous amount of support already that has been shown. All the running community, San Antonio, the Rio Grande Valley, everybody, man, the military community, So thank you so much for supporting my cause. This is day 2. I'm looking forward to more people getting the story out there. Please share it, send it out, repost it, do whatever you got to do, man, but get the name out there. The Rey David Cuervo Scholarship. I appreciate y'all, and continue to follow along. Day 2. The body's already going through the effects of the soreness and having to figure out what's going on as far as my muscles, and so they're having to adapt and figure out, you know, what's going on. That's part of the soreness and the breakdown of running so long and breaking it into 2 times a day. So recovery is really, really important. And obviously I got to make sure I'm hydrated, properly fueled. But the legs, the calves, hamstrings, everything's really sore. Kind of feels like everything's on the verge of wanting to cramp up. I've been through this process before, so you got it. It takes about 2-3 days, and the legs will condition themselves and figure out what's going on. But I feel good, I keep getting motivated and keep getting that support, you know, from San Antonio and back home, Port Isabel. So just keep showing up, man. This is only the beginning. This is day 2. We got a long way to go, but I'm ready. I'm here for the long haul. So stay tuned and keep watching. Let's go. In October 1st of '99, and then like 2 months later, my wife joined the Marines too. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, you know, don't follow me, like go be what you want. Like, and she was like, this is what I want. Like, really? You never told me you wanted to be a Marine? Like, you really believe it doesn't have anything to do with me joining? But then shortly after, or going into the summer of 2000, we were supposed to ship out, and we found out she was pregnant. That's when like everything changed. So she couldn't go to boot camp, and I took off. So my wife was pregnant with our oldest when I was in boot camp, 18 years old. And then I went on to like my next training and the next training. So I checked into my first unit, and I told them like, hey, I'm about to have a baby like next week. So then they sent me home. So I got to be there. I became a dad at 19. In the Hispanic community, you have a kid at 19, guess what? You're at your parents' house, and you have all your aunts, uncles, cousins, somebody to watch the baby. You can still keep working. You have a lot of support. Man, we were all alone in North Carolina, 19-year-old kids with a baby. Didn't know anybody. My wife didn't know how to cook. I was like, oh man. People were like, hey, are they gonna make it? Those are some rough times. Right, and this is where you step out of the formation. And you call it on the left foot. And then everybody sends it back to you. But this is my favorite one. It goes like this. I 1, 2, 3, 4, Marine Corps. I 1, 2, 3, 4, Marine Corps. Army, Navy was not for me. Air Force is just too easy. What I need is a little bit more. I need a life that is hardcore. Paris Island where it all began. A little rock with a lots of sand. Can't forget about Hollywood and San Diego, and it's all good. I 1, 2, 3, 4 Marine Corps. I 1, 2, 3, 4 Marine Corps. First phase, they broke me down. The second phase started to come around. Third phase, I was lean and mean. Graduation standing tall in my green. If anybody that asks me why, here's to them, and here's my reply. I'll be a Marine till the day I die. I'm motivated and simplified. I 1, 2, 3, 4 Marine. 2, 3, 4 Marine Corps. That goes something like that. Stay motivated. Let's go, baby. Hey, what's going on, guys? So day 4, second part of the day. Ran 10 miles this morning, going for 8 tonight. So we're gonna get after it. Got to keep showing up, man. Everyone who's already donated, thank you very much. Everyone who continues to post and share the videos, the reels on Facebook, Instagram, I appreciate it, man. My family and I, we thank you. Stay tuned. Here we go. You know, I mean, 210 is my adopted home, but I bleed 956, you know? So they'll come around. We don't have as strong as the running community as you guys do, but we do have a community. We got our Boston guys. We got, you know, those heavy hitters. That's day 4. That's a wrap. 8 more miles. That gives us 72 total for the first 4 days. So we're staying on track. The only easy day was yesterday, man. Tomorrow's a new day. Keep showing up. Stay motivated. I was deployed at Iraq a couple times, like maybe some of y'all, Afghanistan. My brother-in-law was killed in 03. He was in the Army by an IED. And so I got a scholarship named after my brother-in-law. So I wanted to do something, obviously in the running community is pretty strong. You gotta do something crazy, right? Because all of you are crazy, or we're all crazy. So I chose 500 miles, and I said, okay, well, I'm gonna run 500 miles in a month, and then match $1 for every mile that I run. So at the end of the month, you know, I'm gonna write a check for $500 for this scholarship, and I'm looking for other runners to either, you can match that, or if you want to say, hey, I'll give as many miles or $1 for every mile that I run for the month, and then donate it. I'm out there on Instagram, El Timo 956. I'm from the 956, so anyone out here from the RGV. But I'm part of 210 now. I live here, okay, so I'm San Anto. But so if you want to look me up or check out the story, by all means, or if you want to come up and ask me some questions or talk about it or whatever like that. The scholarships are going to go back to high school seniors and help them, so give back to the community. But that's my story.
Hay un momento que no esté pensando en ti.
Just in case, man, I gotta take it because these night ones are challenging and difficult, and even though it helps being with you as company,
Still got it.
I need water, so 'cause you never know. But I can handle these 8 or 9 all alone, but I'd rather have it, you know. Not done yet. Day 10. Second run.
But yeah, that Imodium should help. But tomorrow, no. I'm gonna be like that guy from Cycle. No soup for you, no yogurt. Seeing him.
Hey, so this is day 10. Second run of the day. Got some extra motivation. I got my mom and my dad here. So Mr. and Mrs. Cecilio Barrientez. So I'm gonna go get it today. Day 10, let's see how many miles I end up with. We'll see you guys later tonight.
Need some Vaseline chafing.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? So it's day 10 and we're still showing up. We're still putting in the work with that si se puede mentality. And this is what I've learned so far in this process, is that you got to be committed. If you're going to do something, you have to stay committed to whatever it is. You have to do something that's bigger than yourself. And people will find you. People will listen. And in that same process, you're gonna motivate yourself and you're gonna inspire yourself. So I'm out here because I care about this cause. I care about my brother-in-law and his sacrifice for our country. And I'm gonna continue to show up. And I'm gonna make mission, and I encourage all of you to show up, get out there. I'll do the work, I'll put in the miles. The only thing I need from you is a donation for the Rey David Cuervo scholarship. Go out there and help me out, man. I'll do the hard part.
We didn't have TVs in that building, and so I had a radio, and I was like in the back office, and the DJ was like, "Oh yeah, something crazy or whatever. Like we just had a pretty bad accident, or like plane hit World Trade Center or whatever." And I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." I was like, how would the pilot lose control or like what happened? That doesn't make sense. And then sure enough, they're talking like, oh, it was hijacked, by terrorists. And then I was like, what? And then when the second plane, I was like, holy cow, like I think we're going to war. And I went out to like the main floor, and I'm like 19 years old, man, like an E3 in the Marine Corps, and I announced it to everybody. I was like, hey, the towers just got hit by terrorists, so I think we're going to war. And I just like said that, and like some more senior Marines came around, were like, hey, what the heck, you can't come on, just say, like, what are you talking about? And I was like, yeah, on the radio. And sure enough, more people came and they heard it. And then we started getting phone calls, and then people had gone home or went home that lived on base to watch the news. So I never got to see it, right? We didn't have cell phones and all that. I never got to see it live until the next day. Like we went on lockdown and we couldn't leave. So like I never got to see it. And my wife had seen it on the news or was watching it. She was actually at college at her class that day. So just chill, just kind of get myself together, like, okay. Because with the two runs, man, it's a
lot of my time. You know, now it's like 2.5 hours for each block. So 2.5 in the morning, 2.5 in the evening. That's a 5-hour block of time, right? And you're like, well, what were you doing? Like, you weren't doing much, right? Like, well, I had shit to do. You know what I mean? It's like any other fucking grown-up, I got shit to do. You know, now with 5 hours gone, it's like, yeah, you got to squeeze that into somewhere else, like, you know. And I still have school responsibilities that now I'm lagging, and it's like, so yeah, I just have to be more critical of my time and manage it. All right, let's get going. Let's go! Come on! Oh man, last couple days have been, all been tough, but it's been, whew. Last night I stayed to do a project at school. Didn't get home till like after 8, and I still had to get miles in. So I shot for the minimum for 6. And I started like at 8:30. Got my 6, finished, and I was like, man, I'm done. Like, and then my wife's like, hey, what are you gonna run in the morning? I don't know. So I ran 6 this morning because I had to be at school at 8. So I usually cut it short, and that actually lines up with the numbers from last week as well. And I did the math. It's like I'm like at 114 for this week. Mm-hmm. Last week I finished with 122. So it's like I need, you know, like 7 to 8 miles to finish with 122. Now the shortest amount of miles in a day that I've done is 16. I haven't done anything lower than that. So that's what we're gonna shoot for, 8 to 9. Hey, what's up guys? So day 14, second leg of the day. We're here at Eisenhower Park Trailhead. So we're staying on track. We're still motivated, going through some pain, but we feel good, man. We feel good. I've been getting motivation from different people, talking to different people, and I'm just hanging in there, you know, one day at a time, and thinking about David and raising money, man, for this scholarship. So please continue to support, follow along. We're gonna shoot for about 8 to 9 miles today, and then tomorrow's the 15th, so halfway point. So let's get this done. We'll see you guys. I can't tell you how much of a difference it makes, man. Like, I was running with someone the other night. Victor caught me. He was coming in traffic. I was on Blanco, and he was like honking, and he like pulled over. I had my headphones on, but he was like, yeah, I told you, like, yeah, I'll be back, I'll come run with you. And then I didn't even know what he said, you know, and I just kept running. And then probably about 10 minutes later, he like appeared right there on the road, and he was like, yo. I was like, oh shit. He's like, I'll run with you, man. He's like, I know it's freaking, it's dark, it's lonely. I was like, yeah. So he ran like 5.5 miles with me. And it helped. Like, I was still hurting, but it helped. So it just makes like a lot of difference. You know, you're by yourself, you're just like, dang. So it kind of brings life, you know, it gives you life, and it helps.
Tell me, speak the truth. Tell me,
wonder or ask the question, what's your purpose? Well, I know mine, and I'm executing it right now. This is a beautiful journey. I'm sharing it with everyone out there. So, if this is my purpose, I'm gonna complete it. David, this is for scholarships in honor of my brother-in-law who's killed in action. All my veterans out there, all my Marines, man, Semper Fi. Keep showing up, baby. Keep showing up. Stay motivated. Hell yeah. That's what it takes, man. Yeah. A little bit of pain. It's okay. It's all right. Hey, what's up, guys? So we're here in front of Camp Bullis here in San Antonio, Texas. So today's run, 8.3 this evening. So that gives us a little over 14 miles for today from this morning. So we're feeling good, man. It's pretty motivated. The run was good. We got to see the sunset. So tomorrow's the big halfway point. We're probably about 12, 13 miles off of the 250. So I'm gonna cross that tomorrow. So tomorrow's day 15. This is a wrap for day 14. Stay motivated, continue to follow, and please donate. Thank you. Day 18, we're here at Mission Concepcion. So this is gonna be a missions day run. We're gonna try to hit all the missions here in San Antonio, Texas. I'm already over 300 miles, man. So thank you for following along. Stay motivated. I got the crew with me. So we'll talk to you guys later. Mission San Jose, San Antonio, Texas. Heading to the next mission, San Antonio, here we come. Alright, what's up, guys? So that wraps up day 18. So I had some crazy peeps running with me tonight. That helped tremendously. That brought a lot of motivation tonight. It always helps, obviously, to run with great company. So very thankful for them.
So now I'm sitting at 317 miles. So continue to donate. Rey David Cuervo Scholarship Fund. Please continue to follow and keep showing up, man. Here we go, day 19 tomorrow. Every single mile with 100 left just is gonna feel so sweet, you know, like just boom, hey, 70,
Last 100
65
left, yeah. Countdown.
yeah. So wrapping up day 22. We got another 17 miles in today, so I'm up to 383 miles. So 17 more miles, which I'm gonna hit tomorrow, will get us to 400, and then we'll be in the home stretch. So continue to follow. There was a lot of donations coming in today. I really appreciate it. Continue to support the Rey David Cuervo Scholarship, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Day 23. We're here at my school, Texas State University. So we're gonna get some miles here on campus. And tonight's goal is 400. So we just need 8 miles tonight. The stadium is ready for the home game tomorrow. So let's get these 8 miles. Let's get to 400. Let's do it. Texas State, eat them up, Bobcats. $400 miles down, 100 to go. Stay tuned, stay in the fight. I was fighting with myself like, hey, just walk, man. And you know, the other half was like, oh, fuck. You know, like, yeah, I didn't come this far, you just come this far. Like, you know, so I was like, test it out. Is it serious? Is it really? And I was like, all right, keep trucking, keep going. It was getting really tender. And then my right calf started doing the same thing. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, So I was like wobbling at night, man. Like, I was like kind of doing this. And I was like, fuck, keep going, keep going. And it was just, I was like, man, I can't. There's no way I can do this for 3 miles.
I just kept going. And it kept creeping up, And I was like, fuck, man, just run carefully, I guess, you know, like. And dude, I was down to like 12 minutes. Pretty much like I could have speed walked faster. And then like I wasn't touching my toes, you know, I was like this. It was dark, you know, nobody could see me. But I kept going. And again, that's where I was just kind of asking for a higher power, like I need a source, you know. Like. And so anyways, I pushed and I made it. But then I was really concerned for the next morning. But I made that one too. And so here we are. Hey, you need to get to the house right now. And my mom's house, it's about like 6 miles to my mother-in-law's house. My wife was like freaking out in the car and just speculating the worst. And I was like, hey, maybe something really bad happened, you know, but you know, he's okay, or he's gonna, you know. And man, as soon as we pulled up, I didn't even want to get out, man. Yeah, you know when someone lets out that yell, that very distinct, sad, like you know somebody died. And when my wife went running in, hey, and my father-in-law came out, I looked at his eyes. My wife kind of ran in there, and I heard that cry, and I was like, I'm not even gonna go in. And I was just kind of standing there with my father-in-law, like, so we kind of just embraced, and I was like, oh man, it's like you don't even know what to feel, you know? You're just like, what? Sure enough, the army officer was in there. I finally made my way in. I was like, holy cow. I was like, I don't even know what the heck, like what's gonna happen, what do we do? I'm going for 500 more, I'll be back. Like, I just stay in and, you know, hey, how are you?
Hi today.
I swear to you, this morning I was like, I could go run it right now. Like, I could easily go run it. I was like, no, gotta wait till the end of the day. All right, hey, what's up, everybody? So, got that extra motivation, day 30 today. Final leg of this 500-mile journey. I got a lot of people here joining me, so it's great to have the running community support one of their own. Absolutely love it. We're gonna hit 500 miles today, 6 more miles. So thank you to everyone who followed. If you donated, hey, the donations are still gonna keep going. It's still gonna be open, so hopefully you donate if you haven't already. But thank you for following me on this journey, and let's get it done.
Let's go, T-Bone!
Woo! All right. So again, I mean, there's a reason that we're here today, right? Not just for the 500 miles that Tim is doing, but for the reason of the scholarship. That's not any scholarship. It's Rey Cuervo scholarship. All right. So unfortunately, he's not here with us today. All right. Yes, he's still in our hearts. He's still in our minds. He doesn't have the luxury to finish these miles with us.
all right? Like him, there's many others that are not here with us, all right? They don't have the luxury and the pleasure, but we do have the honor of running for him, for his honor, for his name, for his scholarship, and for running still on this earth, not like him, unfortunately. I like to compact the earth. We compact it to continue on running, walking, going into every weekend, being fortunate and remembering people like Rey Cuervo and many others just like him. All right, so at this time, all who are willing, please join us to compact the earth. And run! We'll be doing 10. Start off with compacting and we'll go with 1, 2, 3, 1. Gonna go?
Yeah, all right.
And compacting a 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
What it's all about, man. The fucking human spirit. This journey was never about me. It wasn't about 500 miles. It wasn't about how many likes and how many reels. This shit was about sacrifice and honor, making a difference in your community, man. Doing something that's bigger than yourself. And bringing honor to my brother-in-law for his sacrifice and everyone else who didn't come back. You know, I did my time, but I got to come back and I'm here. I get to do this, you know, and put one foot in front of the other. So that's what it's about, man. It's not about me. It's not about damn 500 miles. It's bigger than that. A little bit more.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, well, I'm almost done. A little bit more, yeah. And we got that moto juice now. It's running. We're good. We'll run from here to freaking Rio Grande Valley. And it's like 396 miles. It's all you, Joy. It's all you, baby. very special. It means a lot to me, you know, I'm very passionate about it. And it wasn't about the miles. It wasn't about me. It was about the journey and just honoring my brother-in-law and his sacrifice. And everyone else, you know, that didn't make it home, didn't come back. And just being a veteran and a retired Marine myself, it just means a lot, you know, to have the strength of the running community, you guys, San Antonio. So I hope it's inspired others. I hope it's motivated somebody else to do something for their community, you know, but hopefully it gives people hope and just shows, you know, the human spirit of what we're capable of and what we can do. You know, when you run with other people, folks of this company, it makes it a lot easier, you know. So I'm just very blessed and thankful that I could do this. And then obviously having you guys, it means a lot to me. So thank you. Let's go! For even if you're an avid runner, it consumes a lot of time. It's a lot of pain. And just managing day to day, you know, I had to run at 10, 11 o'clock at night on some days. Obviously waking up at 4 so I could get to school. I go to school at Texas State. To get to school by 8, and then I teach classes as a graduate assistant, and just the management of time. It you know, it's a lot. Huh?
And washing sweaty clothes.
A lot of clothes, a lot of clothes to wash. Yeah. The neighborhood was like, what's up with this guy? He freaking every day, he's like running every day, twice a day. So. Hey, so we made mission, David. So we hit 500 miles, man. Just like we set out to do on September 1st. And we finished on September 30th. So I just kind of wanted to hand deliver the message to you and let you know that we did something pretty special, man. And it wasn't about me. It wasn't about the miles. It was about remembering you and continuing to remember you. And so this scholarship is going to be special, man. It's going to be given out to a young man and a young lady back where we grew up, back in Port Isabel. And so the next generation will get to learn about your sacrifice and your story. And we get to share your legacy with the next generation year after year from here on out. So I just want you to know that more of these youngsters are going to know, you know, what you did and what you meant, not only to us, but to your entire family. So we made mission, and your name's going to carry on, man. Your name's going to carry on. Every single year, we're going to award these scholarships to young men and women. I brought you a little something. So this is the highest medal that was awarded to me, the Meritorious Service Medal for my service in the Marine Corps for my 21 years. So I wanted to give it to you, man, and tell you that I always remember you every day. And I dedicate my 500 miles in honor of your sacrifice and what you mean to us and to the family. We love you. You'll always be missed.